Hello and welcome back to the land of SIKA, and yeah, we stopped on a cliffhanger last time, didn't we? Yeah. I loaded this up just now, and I thought to myself, okay, I remember, yeah, this is not particularly good, no, not at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in. We are actually gonna go in here. I'm a little bit worried, let's just say that, because I'm thinking to myself, my forces, well, more specifically, my companions are not looking particularly healthy right now. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but I don't think that's really going to make any difference in the long run. So let's go ahead with this. We're going to be losing a couple of troops, as you can see right there. How many do we have now? 176. We did end up losing a couple of eggplants. I don't really know what we lost specifically, but you can see here we lost 15 infantry, 14 cavalry, and 4 horse archers. So I assume the 15 infantry were my eggplants, and then 14 cavalry, that could have been basically anyone, and then 4 horse archer troops. I guess that's not too bad. Let's go forward. Turiodos the Red. Okay, apparently he is here for some reason. All right, let's help out the settlement. Okay, so the combat strength... Oh dear. Even with me inside, the combat strength looks really, really bad, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it certainly does. All right, there's not much more for me to do than just go straight on in, and I'm gonna be aiming, well, with my bow. I'm gonna be aiming with my bow a huge amount here, because if I don't, and if I'm not that efficient with it, bad things are gonna happen. Bear in mind that they have been able to get a battering ram and siege tower built, and again, we don't have any catapults. I don't know why they didn't build catapults again, but okay, yeah. I can't really do much about that. As I said in the previous episode, it would be nice if we had the option to be able to select what kind of siege equipment we're going to be using, but that is not a function at the moment. Hopefully it will be in the future. Anyway, let's just have a look-see here. I'm just going to fire off into the general area of the enemy. Try and get a couple of cheap kills. Yeah, this is not looking particularly good. Actually, you know what? Should I just try and kill the enemy archers? It feels like the arrows go super slowly through the air right now. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I've got to be really careful about my health as well, because here's the thing: I can always get arrows back, but I can't get health back. That's the main problem that I'm now foreseeing here, because obviously I have a huge, well, supply of arrows, and I mean, look, you know, there's an arrow barrel right there. I can just easily get that anytime I want, whereas health, on the other hand, I don't have any way of getting health back at all. So this is going to be very, very tricky, because this particular place is pretty lightly defended in the form of its walls and things like that. I mean, you can see the guy right next to me. He literally just died, and I'm not entirely sure how he died, to be honest. He just got shot. I mean, obviously he got shot by some arrows, but I'm just thinking to myself, how did he actually die? Because he was behind the wall, but he must have gotten shot from some weird angle, and so that's the reason why I'm a little bit paranoid here. I'm going to have to be super careful about how I deal with things. So far, things are not going too badly. I can only just hope that I can continue to deal damage to the opponent, but the problem is they have their shields up. Oh, now they're moving. Now they're moving. Okay. Yeah, now this is the problem you see here. I was actually hoping that I'd be able to maybe do something against them. Okay, nice. We shot him. That was actually a Blood Lotus Revenge Knight. Perfect that we were able to take him down. Yes, let's just try to eliminate yes, eliminate the person that was attempting to get the ladder up. But no, that actually failed. That actually failed pretty badly. Oh well, never mind. Okay, there's an arrow barrel right there. Let me get that. And now let's just try and do some damage. Oh yeah, all my people coming up. That is wonderful. Love to see that. And I'm just going to try and shoot this guy. Get out of there. He fell off the edge. That was hilarious. And maybe we can just do some damage here. This is... Oh yeah, they're throwing their katana-wielding fellows up here as well, which is definitely going to give us a bit of pause for thought. They're going to be quite strong. Or at least... I think they're probably going to be quite strong, but I think we can probably do okay to defend against them. for the most part. Or at least I can cross my fingers and hope that that will be the case. I mean, basically, I'm just trying to alternate right now between shooting downwards and shooting over to the right. Because if we go over to the right, you know, and we shoot these guys, then we're going to be okay. We're going to, you know, thin out the enemy, and that's the only thing that we can really do. That's the... Apart from shooting my own forces, of course. Shooting my own forces is always an option. Probably not the best option, but far from the best option, in fact. But, yeah, let me see if I can just kill this guy. Ah, never mind. I was unable to do it before the ladder got back up. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, never mind. I'm just going to have to be very, very careful here. I really do not want to die. I don't want to get shot by the enemy's archers. I think they're kind of preoccupied at the moment, so I don't think we really have to be too careful, but you never know when they are going to start targeting you again. And I can only just cross my fingers and hope that the enemy is not going to get inside the walls too easily. That's pretty much the only thing I can really hope for at this point, because I don't know whether they... Oh, did we destroy their thing? No, we didn't destroy it. Okay, never mind. I thought that we actually destroyed their battering ram for a second, but I don't think we were able to do that, which is sad. Very, very sad indeed. But I can basically just stand here and shoot these guys in the back. Thankfully, they're not running towards me at the moment. If they don't run towards me, then I think we have a pretty decent shot. Oh, look at that! Where did that guy go? Did you see that? He literally just got flung by some invisible force over there. That was hilarious. I love those kinds of situations. Those things that happen with the ragdoll physics are always extremely amusing and very, very fun. But we just need to continue our defense of this area. I don't want to fall off the edge if at all possible, so I'm just going to continue trying to do that. There we go. These guys are literally just... Their only purpose is to form kind of like an advanced guard on the battlements. They just want to make it so that our forces are fighting them on the battlements and allowing more openings for the enemy to creep up the ladder. That's the only thing that they're really there to do, in my opinion. Because they're coming up, they're gonna, you know, try to preoccupy the people so that more and more and more can get onto the battlements. And that's obviously what we want to try and prevent. We want to try and prevent that as much as we possibly can. But as it stands, yeah, that's very, very tricky. That is very, very tricky indeed. Because the AI is very easily taken with those kinds of strategies. We've done those kinds of strategies ourselves against the enemy. I'm actually wondering how everything's going on the other side. Oh, the other side is not going so well. Okay, I'm going to actually have to go over there and see if I can maybe help out a little bit. As you can see, they have actually completely destroyed any defenders on the left side. Ooh, this is actually kind of bad. Oh, hello. Hello there. I'm going to just run away from you for a real quick second, and then I'm just going to shoot you point blank. There we go. Nice. If these guys trying to block me with their pikes. Oh, I know the feeling, sir. I know the feeling. I've done that multiple times myself, where I've had a two-handed, and I've thought to myself, oh no, I don't have a shield. You know, it's just a natural reflex. When you play for a little bit of time, and, well, a little bit of time, when you play for a huge amount of time, you eventually think to yourself, oh, I really wish I had a shield. Let me just block that. No, I don't have a shield. Ah, yeah. And then get shot in the face as a result. Yeah, that kind of thing happens a lot to me. Okay, wait a minute. Can I shoot that guy over there? Yep, there we go. And, yeah, okay, so far... it's not looking particularly good. I guess the best thing I can do is literally just shoot them from here. This seems like a pretty nice angle that we have going on here. And if they can, if they can prevent their shields from interrupting my my arrow's path, then we should be absolutely fine, and we should be able to get a decent amount of kills this way. And that's the best thing we can do, really, I think. I don't think I I'm not entirely sure, you see, because I mean, you can take a look here. You can see exactly what's going on. How many units do we even have? That's the problem. I didn't even take note of how many units we have. I think we have like 600 or something like that, right? Really wish you could tell me. I really wish you could tell me right now in real time how many units I have, because I'm thinking to myself, I think I have 680, but I could be completely wrong, and then we might have 580, and then I'm estimating completely wrong, and bad things can happen, but I'm pretty much in this for the long haul, I think. I don't think I can really do anything else about this. So I should pretty much just continue on, try to do as much damage as I possibly can to the opponent. Just going to try and maximize the amount of damage I can do in as quick a time as possible as well, because we really do not want a situation where... Is this guy coming through here? No, he's not. Yeah, we don't want a situation where these guys are literally going to be... I mean, they're just going to be standing here, aren't they? They're just standing here? I'm actually not entirely sure how, why they're doing this, again. Because they were doing this in the previous siege as well, and that's obviously a little bit weird, but I'm not complaining, I gotta say. I'm not complaining. I think they're waiting for the central area to break. Look, there's my central area over there. You could see that. That's what they're waiting for. Because as far as I'm aware, what they're doing is they're consistently talking to each other. They're consistently saying to each other, hey, have you gotten through the central area yet? And these guys are like, no. and then they just go, oh, okay, well, we're just going to stay here then. We're just going to hold position. And that is pretty much the gist of it. In my opinion, that is the reason why this is happening. Because it is definitely a case of they're waiting for some particular strategy to actually work, and it just doesn't seem to be working, unfortunately, for them. I mean, fortunately for me, but unfortunately for them, that's for sure. So I'm just going to continue just moving up here a little bit, just try and maximize the amount of damage I can do, and try to increase my firing speed as well, because bear in mind, obviously, if I'm closer, then my accuracy doesn't matter as much, and I can still hit enemies. Nice. There we go. Oh, no. Don't go over there, sir. Don't go over there, sir. We do not need your assistance. Come on now. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I mean, even though he's against pikemen, and pikemen are generally absolutely useless in close quarters combat, they are still going to deal some damage to him. Oh, no. Oh, what? What's this? I don't even know why they're coming over here. Okay, well, if they want to come over there, then that's absolutely fine with me. I must have done enough damage, I guess, for my own units to consider that a worthwhile pursuit. So I'm just going to very quickly check over here. Oh, wow, the ladders are doing very badly. Okay, that's great. Very nice. The front gate is actually destroyed, so I'm very surprised that the enemy is literally just not even bothering. You know, they should literally just go ahead and completely murder us by going inside the walls, but they're not doing that for some reason. It seems like they're actually just fighting here, very weirdly, but oh well, never mind. Can't really do much about that. Okay, here we go. Nice. Just take them down. Just take them down. They've got pretty decent armor. Obviously, we kill them very, very quickly, but most of my forces are not really going to be able to deal with them that easily. So, oh, we've got some archer down there. I guess he's going to do some little bits of damage. Hopefully, he's going to get some kills. That would be nice, because it seems to me like I'm the only one actually getting kills in the top right. I don't know. Is it just me? It feels like it's just me. And otherwise, it's just enemies getting kills, which is kind of sad. How many have I lost from my own army? Let me have a look. I've lost about 60. That's not bad. It's not particularly bad. But what is bad is these guys continually coming in here. Oh, hello there. You're coming from behind. I'm not going to allow you to do that, sir. Thank you. What was that? Did you see that? I thought there was an enemy behind me or something like that, but no, it doesn't seem like it. Alright. Well, yeah, so these guys are literally just pouring in this particular siege engine, this siege tower, and this is not looking good. Yeah, yeah, so these guys with shields, they're going to be problematic. Maybe I can get them if this guy literally, yep, there we go. If he just turns a little bit to the other side, that's all I needed him to do. I'm going to actually just jump out here real fast. Strong legs is going to save my damage. And then we're just going to continue helping our forces here. Unfortunately, I couldn't really do much to prevent those enemies from going over. Technically, I could have used my polearm, but against a guy that has a one-handed and a shield, a polearm is going to be very, very difficult to use. Ah, they're now retreating once again. Yeah, they generally tend to do this stuff, don't they? They generally tend to do this stuff. Now, I am very, very careful here, and I am actually super worried, because obviously, if you think about it, we have literally just lost, you know, 30 plus units that are the highest tier of people that we can possibly recruit just to enter this siege. And if you think about that, that's a pretty big power disparity. So I've literally just lost almost 100 regular units, in my opinion, because those guys are literally like, what, tier 6, tier 7 maybe? And I just lost all those to enter this. And if you can imagine me having another 30 eggplants or a dark wave knights or whatever, then we're going to be in a pretty good spot. But without those, we have now weakened ourselves so significantly. Well, it's not that significant, but it's a pretty big power loss, shall we say. And that is possibly going to make things a bit difficult. Okay, wait a minute. How are we doing right now? We've eliminated only 1,100. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, yeah. I think this might be a loss. We've lost 300 units almost. Well, there's the standard ritualistic kill for our defenses, because obviously I literally almost always shoot someone once in every single siege defense, and maybe even a field battle as well. I don't know, sometimes. Yeah, that seems to happen quite often, doesn't it? Anyway, there's the barrel. There's the barrel. Okay, I was actually searching for that. I'm not sure how many I'm actually supposed to kill myself before this becomes absolutely ridiculous. Because as it stands, we have killed a lot, but I don't know how many specifically. I haven't been looking at that. I've mostly been just looking at how many forces I've lost total and how many forces we've killed and so on and so forth. But yeah, I think this might be a defeat, fellows. I actually don't know. It seems to me like we might be in a pretty bad spot. Ow. Get out of here. Hey, don't poke me in the face with that. Thank you very much. Alright, there we go. And yeah, we're just going to continue shooting these fellows. I really wish I had a... I don't know. It's one of those times where I wish I had like a faster firing weapon or something like that, but a bow is pretty much the best I can get. So, you know, it's one of those times where you just wish, hey, you know what? I could definitely do with one of those, you know, Warhammer chain guns or something, or I don't know, something Something... Oh, okay. Okay, saved myself. Okay, that was a little bit close for my liking, a little bit too close, but yeah, it actually gave me an opportunity to use my polearm, and I actually really love the polearm. I think the polearm's super fun to use. Unfortunately, it is very cumbersome, let's say. It is very, very cumbersome, and you can see here that the enemy is literally not even bothering to go in through the central gate anymore, because they seem to be getting more success eliminating our forces from over the side. I'm actually thinking that I will try... Should I try to destroy the siege tower? Or... I'm actually not entirely sure, to be honest. Okay, we've got to be a bit careful here. I can't do all this fancy pants sort of fighting all the time. It's way too intensive for me. I will literally make a mistake at some point, and then I'm all of a sudden surrounded by a mass of units, and bad things will then happen. I actually wonder, should I just get out my polearm right now? I'm in a situation where this is possibly bad, because I mean, you see exactly what can happen. This is not exactly good. But if we can actually get kills like this is pretty nice. I mean, look at the speed at which I can kill things if I actually hit them properly. Alright, that seems to have actually gone quite well, question mark, maybe? I don't know. I mean, using the polearm does put me in a bit more risky situation, but it might actually increase my damage output by a slight amount. So I'm thinking maybe it's a good idea for me to use it, because I can literally just wade in there, just wildly slash at whoever I can see, and generally that's going to get a kill. But with a bow, I do need to have slightly more... that guy went flying. Okay, that was hilarious. But yeah, I do have to have slightly more accuracy and so on and so forth behind my actions. Whoa, that guy literally blocked that, really? That was very impressive, sir. Alright, well, I've still got some eggplants. Oh, I still have some eggplants? Where have they been? I have no idea where they've been. They've literally just been, you know, kind of like chilling somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where they've been, because it would be wonderful to have them actually assist us a little bit. Is this guy literally having problems? Yeah, the eggplant was actually having problems with that extremely low tier unit from the Nicanians. Not sure why that is, but okay. Why is he not using his thrown weapons as well, by the way? Have you noticed? He still has all of his thrown weapons. That's weird. Okay. Well, how many we've eliminated? 1,800. 1,800. I have no idea how many I've killed by myself, but I can only hope that it's a decent number, because if not, then I'm embarrassing myself. Because with this much of a target-rich environment, you should wholeheartedly assume that someone with my skill level, at least I'm talking about my character's skill level, that is, and especially considering I have an amazing bow, I should be able to get a pretty decent amount of kills, right? I mean, I'm basically shooting into the crowd, and the units are, you know, very numerous, so it's pretty easy to hit something, even if I don't have the best accuracy. But yeah, I'm very much hoping that I will have, at the end of this, maybe at least 500 kills. I think that's a bit optimistic. But yeah, maybe. I think that would actually be kind of fun. Seems like they are now throwing in their very low tier units now, so This is one of those times where we just have to continue fighting. We have to show them that we have the grit, you know? We have the grit, we have the steadfastness to, well, remain in our positions, and you know, the discipline to fight them off, and that's pretty much it. That's all we can really do. I can only hope that I don't get shot in the face now, because I'm actually dwindling a little bit in terms of my HP value, and I'm a bit worried about that, all things considered. Gonna get out my bow real quick, just shoot a couple of these forces here, because I can't really get there with my polearm anymore. There's a person down there, I'm just gonna take him out real fast. And now I can't see any more of those. Okay, I'm gonna go and get some more ammo. There we are. Oh, is that a lot of units over there? That is a lot of units. Look at that. These guys, they still have archers and things. Oh, Prowan archers. Wow, we've been fighting a bunch of those. And they've also got Mogrians too. They must have a bunch of defectors and things. Alright, well. Oh, shoot one of my own units. Okay, there's the second one. Oh, they're actually retreating. Look at that. The blood sacrifice worked. Fantastic. Look at that. Okay, they are now actually retreating, and they have lost. Whew. Okay, we lost a grand total of 400 units. 400. Not me specifically, but my my militia and my garrison have lost almost the exact same. They've almost lost 200 each, and we lost 22. Most of those were Dark Wave Knights, followed by Eggplants. The Dark Wave Knights got 545 kills. The Eggplants got 400 kills. And I, ooh, if I can say so, I got 446 kills. Now, if that isn't cool, then I don't even know. That is pretty nice, I gotta say. I'm pretty happy with that number. And I don't think I think I might have been able to do a little better. Maybe if I brought out the polearm a little bit earlier on or something like that, I might have been able to get more kills. But in general, I'm pretty happy with roughly 500, you know. That seems pretty good to me. Anyway, we're just gonna leave that. I still don't think I have any space for companions. And there we have it. Look at how much stone I just gained. 1,400 stone. We've eliminated one of the largest armies that the Lamoka have. Actually, 2 armies. 2 armies. And we... Wow, look at that. We actually... I was going to say foraged. No, not foraged. We actually pillaged almost 29,000, or almost 30,000. So we're going to be taking every single person prisoner. Every single one, and we are just going to slap them right into the dungeon. We really do not want them running around randomly. Going to take all the prisoners, going to take all the troops, and we've got over 1,000 prisoners to sell to the tavern here, which is very, very nice. And we're just going to go through my companions real fast, just to make sure that they have the highest quality gear. Yep, seems like they do. Vega could use some better horse armor, and that is it. Okay, that is actually fine. Great. Alright, so let's go very quickly into the tavern. Let's just place all these units in here. We would get 90,000. Okay, 90,000 for over 1,000 prisoners. Something tells me that is a little bit off, but okay. Yeah, we're getting 50,000 for this. I don't really want to keep any of them, do I? Do I want to keep any? I mean, that's the thing. Wait a minute. Let's actually just have a quick look here, because you never know. Maybe there are some units that we really want to keep so that we can maybe persuade them to join us. But most of them are basically just Ashigaru, and they are all low tier. They're all tier 3 and below by the looks of things. There are a couple of that are tier 4, but I don't really want those anyway, I guess. So it doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, I don't think we want anything else. So yeah, 50,000 for over 1,000 troops. Okay. Let's go into the marketplace as well, and let's just sell our stuff. There we go. There's wow, that's okay. I apparently can't sell my stuff. Let's see if there's anything worth it here for me. Is there anything worth it? No. Okay, what about for my forces? Can we find something here that I can actually equip? Nothing? Nothing is good? Really? Wow, I'm actually super surprised. I'm literally going through here, and they would tell you if the best auto-equip mod would actually tell you whether that was better or something. But it doesn't seem as though they're actually doing that. Maybe they changed how it worked. I'm not entirely sure. But whatever the case, I guess what I will do is just do this instead. Just the standard way of doing it. Just, you know, sort by number and then just sell all of that. And then we're just going to see what we can do here. Okay, so the food situation here is really, really bad, but the loyalty is absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do is we are going to increase... I don't even know what to increase, to be honest. None of this really helps me that much. I mean, yeah, aqueducts, fortifications, all this stuff really does help. Obviously, marketplace would be really useful too. Workshops are obviously very, very good as well. Let's actually go for workshops. It's going to take us 29 days. Then we'll get aqueducts. That seems pretty good to me. And there we have it. Okay, so we have actually achieved victory against an overwhelming force of units, and I gotta say that I did not expect that. I thought to myself, you know what? I think this might be it. You know, this might be it. Obviously, we were able to achieve victory. How many forces did we actually have left? I think we had a pretty significant amount of my own forces still remaining, so I don't think we really needed to be too worried. But the main thing I was worried about was the militia. The militia in the garrison, they were taking up the spaces that could have potentially been used for my own forces, and that in turn made me very worried, because I was thinking to myself, okay, what happens if all these militia get killed and then I literally don't have reinforcements to come in to assist us, and so on and so forth. So that's the thing that I was really, really worried about. Anyway, I'm going to be placing all these prisoners in here. We have a massive... What? Why do we have so many prisoners in here? Do we have any prisoners that are actually good? It must be my vassals and my parties and so on and so forth placing people in here and then just leaving. What? Blood Lotus Revenge Knights 46? Yes. Thank you very much. I will be taking those. Okay. That is a wonderful consolation prize. I mean, you know, I don't even need a consolation prize because we achieved victory, but, you know, it's a wonderful prize in general, I guess. Anyway, I'm basically just going to be taking all these prisoners right here, just taking pretty much everyone. And then we're going to sell them. They're not going to sell for that much, unfortunately, so that's a bit of a problem, I think. They're really not going to sell for a huge amount at all. They're going to sell for 40,000, as you can quite clearly tell. If I could take these over to a different place, they would sell for full price, but I think there's a sort of like diminishing returns thing going on with the prisoners, and that's the reason why they're giving me such a small amount. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We'll just do that. Go ahead and do that. All right. So first of all, I need to wait here for some time. And the Lamoka are now, look at that. We defeated so many of them that they now have a very, very low total strength in comparison to what they had beforehand. And we can also receive a positive tribute for once, which is quite interesting. The Aryans are also giving us 2,150, which is pretty nice. But we are then paying the Rablam massive amounts. We're paying 3,200, and obviously the Prawan very, very little in comparison to that. So we are what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of damage against the Lamoka. So we're going to plan to try and besiege them a little bit, try to force them into even more of a corner than they already are in, and then try to go from there and hopefully get over to my settlement and so on, and that could hopefully make a little bit of a difference. I'm just going to put some units in here. I realize that I have some pagans for some reason. Let's put those over there. There we go. And that is, I think that, okay, fantastic. So yeah, anyway, apologies for the fact that that was literally just one siege, but I think it was pretty intense. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And otherwise, what we're going to do is going to end this episode off here, and then we're going to be traveling on over to Korinia Castle, Thractori Castle, and maybe try and besiege those while the Lamoka are rebuilding their forces. We'll see what happens. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.